Hi, my name's Todd, and this is my Doyad. It is currently 82 degrees foolish. That makes it roughly 28 degrees civilized. And today's fun is we're gonna flip this upright right here. Bloop. And we're gonna clean some of this shit off here. And we're gonna clean the top of the engine and get it ready for paint. I got some parts and pieces coming. And yeah, we'll see what we can get done. Well, that wasn't too bad. Now that I got a process figured out, that flipped right up. Oh, hello, fuel oil truck. Okay, so let's get everything all sanded off here. We're gonna get this ready for paint, and we're gonna clean this up real good. I'm not sure if we're gonna take this out or not, or we're just gonna just mask this off. We're gonna take that off because we don't want to paint that, and get this off, get it all cleaned up. And yeah, moving closer all the time. What the fuck is that? What is that? Huh. I don't know. Gotta clean this up, mask this off. I can get the water pump cleaned up and get it reinstalled. That would be something. I got paint for the valve covers and the air cleaner coming later this week. My motor mounts are supposed to be showing up. Motor mounts for here, or here rather, are supposed to be showing up today, and I can get them put back on. I can plug this hole back up. I don't want to put the manifolds back on until after I get these painted, or finish getting the top painted, because the valve covers are going to come off in order to get them painted. Hopefully I can get my paint to stick a little bit better than the factory version did. That's going to get black. That's going to get blacked. Come on, you got to be slightly smarter than the tool, Todd. There we go. What are we thinking about this? We're going to be able to get that out of there? Don't know. Take that off. I can take this off and mask better. Yeah. I think, we'll take this off here. I don't know. Is this like a spring mount? I don't want to take that off, I don't think. Oh well, we'll figure it out. We'll dink away here and get some shit done. At least it's hotter than the hinges of hell and humid already this morning. It ain't promising to be much nicer than it was yesterday, but yeah, I can get this surface scale shit cleaned out. That shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's make some shit happen. Okay, I got myself some shades set up. Got most of my tools out, kind of what I'm thinking I need. Let's start with the harmonic balancer here, because I probably should have got this all cleaned up before it went back on, and here we are now. So we're going to start with that. Yeah, let's go ahead and give ourselves a better access to that. I can borrow my buddy's big torque wrench, torque it back on when we're all done. It'll be a lot easier. Alright, let's do this the easier way. There's a gallon of evapo-rust. And in you go. And in you go. Let's give that a little while, and hopefully that'll tune that right up, and I won't have as much grief cleaning. Meanwhile, let's get started on this. Let's get this plug out of there. Get these two off. I'm going to try and clean that surface all up. I think one of these Scotch-Brite pads probably work best on this. I'm pretty sure these are just press fit in. I could probably replace it, but it ain't that bad. We'll just clean her up real good and we'll mask it off. This thing we'll take right out. And we'll clean this surface real good. Well, this thing, I believe, was put on upside down. As you can see, she ain't straight no more. But she got these little dogs here, and that is supposed to be on the downside. And it was this way, somebody making up for the bend. And like that, you can see where it was contacting right there. And yeah, I didn't even know until I started giving it a clean off. She was pretty covered in goo. So I don't know if that's supposed to be bent like that. Or if that's supposed to be straight. I don't know. Maybe I need a new one. Maybe I just write it the way it was. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's verify TDC before we go take that distributor out. It should be straight down with that. Okay, we are right in the neighborhood. This one's all the way up. And distributor's pointed at number 5. So that should be pretty close. Let's get this the hell out of there. Last thing we need is it dropping stuff down in there. I cleaned this out really good before. Okay, distributor out. Then we're going to give that a good thorough cleaning before it goes back in. Maybe a squirt of paint. We're going to clean this off really good, carefully. Let's get some paper towels and we'll wipe that out and we'll try and plug that hole. A little PB on there. Act as a little bit of a solution. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about that. That's coming back to bare steel. Okay. Yep. That's yep. Okay. Let's get some fresh paper towels. Wad them up in here in this hole really good. Like that. And give that a good soak in a PB. When that comes out of there, it should have anything that's on it stuck to it. Alright. Let's do this part first. Should I bother to take this out? I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to mask off that. That's coming out though, and that I believe is 9/16 that I apparently don't have out here. Maybe it's 1/2 inch. No, that's 9/16 for sure. Cool. Yeah. All right, let me go get missing tools. And I really like that to clean up a little bit better. Yeah. All right. Let me go get a wrench that I'm missing and take that tag off. And this thing does not want to come out of there. So it's going to just kind of get a little clean in here. I'll get some masking tape. These two got to come off. They're going to go right here. This is going to come off. We're going to mask that. Mask that, mask that. Mask this. And some cleaning and some paint. Alright. And we're back. And we just threw our first coat of engine paint on this manifold. And now I guess we'll give it a go on the distributor and get started on that. Yeah, me thinks that this was leaking like a sieve. This is all like just so heavily gooped with stuff. Come on, focus. There we go. And this is just like a rock. And it's off center. And yeah, we'll do what we can. Yeah, as soon as I put a screwdriver to that. Come on. There we go. Let me see if I can get it so you can, yeah, look at how, come on, stay focused on what I want. See how that thing's all, come on. See all them cracks and shit in there? As soon as I touched it, it just come in two. And, yeah. Glad to be replacing that, because I think this might have been the source of quite a bit of oil leaking. And just in case any of you guys are interested, here's the numbers on the distributor. Can you see them? 5AF looks like, come on, 1175EC. No idea what those numbers are, but I bet you there's somebody out there that does. Okay, here's the first quick tidy on that. What do you guys think? Should I bother to paint this thing? Or should I just leave it aluminum? I got quite a bit more cleaning to do up in there. I don't think I'm going to take them pins out. So it's going to be what it's going to be. I think I'm going to leave it just aluminum. I think it'll look kind of cool right there. I'll clean her up a little bit more and get a shiny. But well, there, and yes, Bob. That is a full Facebook Marketplace restoration. She's all but ready to go. I bet you I just tripled the value of this thing. See, the dog thinks so too. All right, we're going to give that a little time to dry. I think we're going to screw with that next. I think we're going to call that good. Good enough. There we go. Now, see what I'm pointing at? That, the distributor, good enough. We can dig that thing out. See if we can't tune that up a little bit. Oh, the Vapor Rust took care of that a lot better than I thought it was going to. We have significantly less cleanup to do now. Okay, before we get too much further, I took a triangle file and marked 0 very aggressively. And when we're done painting, we're going to clean that out and we're going to paint that stripe white. And yeah, that should help us out finding initial base timing when we go to do our first fire up and tune. The interwebs says 35 foot-pounds. All right, let's take a look at the other side. Can you guys see that? Yeah, close enough. Oh, you know what? Well, let's take that all back off. So it turns out it's fairly important to look at where it says left right here. And it says right here. Don't know if you guys can make that out, but yeah. Let's put the right side shield on the right side. That'd probably be helpful, but what do I know? So, as you know, I'd purchased both these shields and the gaskets. And a buddy of mine that I trust fairly well told me that I should not use both. I should use one or the other. And hey, we don't need to be on that. And since the heat shield's what was on, well, I guess I should say what came off this engine was a heat shield on one side and a gasket on the other. So, I don't know. Whatever. Heat shields are going back on. I don't care if you think it's half-assed or I'm doing shit dumb. That's what it's getting. Even though it obviously makes getting to the spark plugs going to be a pain in the ass. Okay. Ain't that something? Did I put that side on incorrect? I think I did. Okay, well, I guess we're going to take it all back off and flip that around so that it's like this and the heat shield's like out of the way and shit. Well, don't that make so much more sense? Okay, those are all run down to snug. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn them around. Wow. Okay, so I guess third time's the charm, right? 35 foot-pounds. I wished I had gotten a torque wrench with a more satisfying click. All right, let's go take that other side off, because you see how this, see how that heat shield is laying over the manifold. It's very nice. Very nice. This one, not so much. Let's flip that around. Oy. Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. Take it off. Oh well. Live and learn, right? Learn from my mistakes. Okay. Look at that. That makes way more sense. All right. 35 foot-pounds. You're watching, right? All right. I think that's probably a pretty good jumping off point for tonight. For today's fun. Got my exhaust manifolds back on. Got the top of it painted. Over there we got the harmonic balancer bolt and washer painted. I got the water pump about, well, kind of started cleaning up. I got quite a bit more to do on that. I'm waiting on this seal to show up. It's supposed to be coming home with the wifely unit here in a little bit. I'm going to cut these and put that back on there. Just to go to open them up, and yeah. Yeah, we're going to film this over here in the shade. It's significantly cooler than it was yesterday, but it's still unpleasantly hot. I'd like to thank everybody for sticking around. I appreciate you guys watching. You got any advice, I'm glad to hear it. But please like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you feel so inclined. It definitely helps the channel out. It drives the algorithm. More people see it, the more subscribers I get. You know, like to grow the channel. So, yeah. Thanks for sticking around. We'll catch you next time. This has been an Empty Pockets production.